G'day, I'm Warwick Schiller and welcome back to another instalment of Only Asking Your Horse Yes questions. And so today I want to talk a bit about opening gates. And you know, I see people having trouble with their horse opening gates because usually when you go to open a gate, you're going to ride up to it like this, okay, and try to have your horse side pass up towards the gate. Okay, so you can reach over to it. And the thing about that is if your horse doesn't know how to move sideways, okay, and you're right beside a fence here, it's like every other question out here is a yes question, and this one's a no because there's a really great fence right here. Okay, so before I would try to get a horse to side pass up to a fence to open a gate, I'd want to make sure I can teach them out here. You know, if you're gonna teach your horse to side pass, the best place to do it would be right here, and I'd ask him to go that way because it makes this over here not an option, and like the easiest thing to do would be to move out that way. But like I said, I see a lot of people, they haven't taught their horse to move sideways off their leg, and then they come up here to a fence. Like they're going to want to open this gate and they put this leg on here, and the horse is thinking, why would I move over there? There's a great big fence right there, and they get up into this struggle. Once you teach them how to do it, then it's quite easy to come over here. You can open this gate, and then you can open the gate and turn them through it, and off you go. But big thing is, try not to teach your horse to go sideways towards the gate. Hop up here, Bundy. Try not to teach your horse to go sideways towards a gate before you've actually taught your horse to go sideways. And if you think about opening a gate, there's a number of different things they've got to be able to do to open a gate. I won't do it with that gate because you won't be able to see me on the other side of that fence. But let's say I went up to this gate. They've got to be able to go sideways. So I'd move over towards the gate, okay? Then I'm going to open the gate. So I've got to move the front end separate from the back end like that. Then I'm going to go through the gate. Then I've got to be able to isolate the back end and move the back end around the front end like that. Then I've got to move the front end over a bit like that. Then I've got to be able to move the whole lot back over to close the gate. So if you think about following the logic of, you know, you only want to ask your horse yes questions, meaning only ask them to do something they can do. Before you try to worry about working on gates, you really need to be able to operate all the parts of the body separately. You need to be able to go sideways, you need to be able to go sideways, you need to be able to go forwards, you need to be able to go backwards, you need to be able to move the front separate from the hind, and you need to be able to move the hind separate from the front. And if you can do all those things separately from the gate, then the gate would be one of those mythical yes questions we've been talking about, to where he already knows the answer before we ask him to do it. So that's just something I want to talk to you guys about gates and preparing for gates. I think Bundy's got a poop.